All right, so today we're gonna be looking at the 5 best characters in Zenless Zone Zero. So we all know that anniversary is about to come up. You know that I'm definitely gonna be streaming anniversary, so make sure you stay tuned for that on Twitch at GBS Plays. But anyway, other than all that, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe if you're new here. Make sure you go subscribe to him, and let's get the video started.
All going to be my opinion, so of course you can disagree. You can let me know in the comments down below.
And I also want to see if I agree with this man or not, because I got my top 5, and let's see what's going on.
But realistically, I'm going to be focusing on the value that you can add to your account by pulling some of these characters, and you can kind of think of this list as like a priority list for the reruns in Season 2. With that said though, sometimes you might be better off focusing on the Season 2 characters, as in because they're new and they're more likely to have content tailored to them.
Yeah, let's be real, bro. Like, what her name, Izao or whatever, she is going to be OP. I can tell. There's no way she's not going to be OP.
But before we get into the list, I want to give a huge shout out and say thank you to Opera GX for sponsoring this video.
Hey, you got a sponsor for Opera. Right, let's skip this stuff. So skip.
Different options.
They have a Z one now? That's kind of crazy.
Number one character, the character that I think is the most valuable character for your account that you could have pulled in Season 1 is Astra. So, Astra...
I ain't gonna lie. I almost let this slide. I'm gonna be real, because I wanted her employee so bad, but it was like I had either Astra or Evelyn. I went with Astra.
Is an incredible support and the only limited S-rank support that we've
But I don't think she's number 1 though.
Had in the game so far. And I think that's what kind of makes her stand out. We don't really have anyone else at the same level as her, and I think it kind of shows. And she also enables you to play whatever you want to play. I mean, sure, you can argue about DPSs, and we'll start talking about DPSs as we work our way down this list. But yeah, whoever you want to play as Astra, you get to play. So basically, whatever character it is that you want to play, Astra will make it happen. You can play DPS Ben, DPS Lucy, and yeah, you don't need...
They have a DPS Lucy? Yo, we got a video we may have to make.
Astra to make those teams work, but man, she makes it a hell of a lot easier because she provides really good, mostly universally good buffs. I don't really like using the word universally good, but at the moment, yeah, basically every team wants her because she is that good. Okay, character number...
To be honest, do y'all think that Astra Yao was a mistake? Do y'all think that she was too much of an OP support? Because to be honest, she is the only support that most people need in the game to like pass almost anything. It's kind of like, I would say, is she on the same level with Manabi, just not with, damage. She's on the same level with support. Like, she's the best support in the game.
Number 2.
Like, I won't lie about that. Nicole. What? Okay, wait to see. I'm gonna let him talk. I'm gonna let him spit.
Number 2 character on this list. An A rank ALG? Yeah, an A rank. For free. She's free, and yet every time I log into people's accounts to help them and they haven't built Nicole, the first thing I say is, man, you should have built Nicole. She is an A rank, she is free, but actually the amount of stuff that she can provide to your teams is kind of incredible, because she provides a 40% defense shred, which is unmatched and can kind of...
I didn't know she did that. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know she do that.
Work anywhere. And not only that, she also does provide a small boost to ether damage bonus, and she can hold pretty much whatever disc set that you might need your support to hold. She can hold Swing Jazz, she can hold Freedom Blues, she can hold Astral Voice, so it depends on the team as to what you might want her to hold, but she can do all of those things. And you don't even have to have her, max leveled and F'd in order to get the most out of that. I think at core E, it's like 38, and at core D, it's like 35% defense shred. So yeah, she's just...
I never knew she did that much defense shred. I'm gonna be honest. How did I know this? I don't ever build. I'm gonna be honest.
An incredibly good character that everyone should build. And honestly, that's why she's the number 2 on this list.
Now, before we get to number 3, I just want to let y'all know, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe if you don't forget to share the video. It really does help out a lot. And the more you subscribe, the more YouTube know that you like the content. So subscribe. It ain't that hard. Subscribe.
Number 3 then, it's Miyabi. Miyabi is an anomaly.
Yeah, it is pretty obvious. I mean, I thought she'd be number 1. She's number 1 in my heart, but it's whatever.
Yes, but she kind of works like an attack DPS because she has crit scaling, and her power level in the game is, honestly, it's still...
That cat girl can scratch.
Unmatched. And I think she'll be...
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think they're gonna match that power level ever again after what they did. And until they get to the point where they actually want to release a character that's stronger than her, I don't think they're gonna want to touch it. Like the new character, I think the way her thing look, it looked like they're gonna build her more for a defensive type of role. So she's gonna be a OP defender instead of an OP attacker.
Still worth getting on the rerun. I would be more conscious about pulling DPS style characters on reruns as opposed to support style characters on the rerun, and we'll talk about that some more in just a moment.
To be honest, I think you should pull at least one DPS, like extra DPS character, because Manabi is good, but most things require 2 teams. If you only got Manabi as a DPS, and who's gonna be your second one? Evelyn? Like, I see. That may actually be good. Or Alan may actually be good too now, right? Then she get a buff, so.
But yeah, I do think that Miyabi will probably stand the test of time for a good while longer. And I kind of mentioned earlier that you build her a little bit like an attack DPS because she has like crit scaling because she builds up anomaly faster the higher her crit rate is. But when you actually also play her as an anomaly character with, like a mono ice team with Lycan and Sukaku, or if you run her with Vivian as, like a quick swap DPS kind of thing, and you can also do the same thing with Yanagi. She just has so many options that work.
I swear Vivian isn't on this list. I don't know what to say.
Work really, really well for her. Yep, you can support her as like a hyper carry. And you can also use her as a quick swap DPS and kind of balancing that field time with someone else. And you can also support her in a mono ice anomaly team. She has so many options. I think that most accounts, regardless of your level of investment, will probably have a way to make her work. And even if you don't, just shoving her with characters that support her and make sure that her additional ability is active. And honestly,
one thing, I kind of do wonder just one particular thing about like Hoyoverse. It's like every time they release a super OP, broken, strong, mega powerful character, that's the title if you ever heard it right there. Literally, they all have swords. Like, I guess you could say Ryan Strong had a pole. No, Ryan Strong had a pole. I'm tripping.
You'll probably be fine. But just before we move on to the second half of this list, this is your reminder that you probably aren't subscribed. Liking and subscribing is a great way to support creators like me on.
That's what I'm saying. Like and subscribe to help me too, or also help him. Like he actually spent some banger right now. Like go like and follow this man. But also me too.
YouTube. You can also drop me a follow over on Twitch, where I kind of yap about this stuff very frequently. And you can join the Discord if you want to actually, come in there and tell me how wrong I am. Anyway.
Like, I'm gonna be honest, guys, we got a Discord link down in the description, but make sure you guys like and subscribe. And also follow me on Twitch at GBS Playz. Literally, I be doing whatever on there. On Twitch is whatever. When it comes to YouTube videos, it's kind of a strict little thing. Twitch is mostly anything, man. So y'all want to have fun, follow me on Twitch.
Okay, moving on then. Slot number 4. Slot number 4 goes to Lighter.
What? Why does everyone keep hyping this man up? I don't understand. I'm gonna teach me. Let's see if I change my mind after this. Because I don't care for him. I ain't want him, and I ain't care to not have him.
I was actually considering whether or not Lighter should or shouldn't be on this list, but
he shouldn't.
Then after the release of Hugo, it kind of made me realize that
I don't even know who Hugo is. I know who Hugo is, but I have played them, so I don't know what Hugo does.
He deserves this spot. And the reason being is that, yes, he is very focused on a niche, and that niche is ice and fire DPSs. But the thing is that since the start of the game, we've had added to the game in terms of limited characters, we've got 3 limited ice DPS and a limited fire DPS. So
Hugo is ice? I didn't know that. I'm gonna be honest.
That's a whole bunch of characters that he can support really, really well. In fact, I think on all of those characters' teams, he's either best in slot or second best in slot. Not only that, we also have a standard fire DPS in Soldier 11, who also really, really wants Lighter.
I do not like to play Soldier 11.
So technically, yes, he's niche, but when we're considering this in the context of Season 1, because he has literally 5 DPSs in the game who...
Guys, remember to subscribe, by the way. Like, bangers are dropping this month all throughout, man.
Who can clear in-game content that he can support. Technically, he's niche, but because of all of those things that we got in Season 1, it kind of makes him not niche because there are so many DPSs that actually want Lighter. So with that in mind, yeah, he gets the 4th slot and very well deserved.
I'll be honest, I don't agree with that. I think that should be Vivian, but whatever.
Number 5 then, the last character on this list, and we'll do some honorable mentions in just a second. The last character on my top 5 in terms of the value add would be Yanagi. Now, the reason that Yanagi here
See, I don't have Yanagi, so I'm not even going like Lighter. I don't have him either, but I just don't. I know he trash, but me personally. But Yanagi, I don't have her, so I don't really know. I don't really know.
is that she is an anomaly DPS, yeah, but it's the flexibility that she offers and the different teams that she can work in. Because she can hyper carry with 2 supports. She can also work as an anomaly with an off-fielder, so she can be the on-field anomaly driver with like Vivian or Bernice. And
oh, I should have got Yanagi. Like I did want Yanagi, but Manabi was coming out, so a lot of people were, oh, I'm gonna really get it, right. The best DPS in the game for at least like what since she came out, or a good support DPS.
she can also function as a quick swap DPS support to support Miyabi as a disorder bot, essentially just generating crossfall stacks for Miyabi and also doing pretty decent damage. So I guess what I'm saying is that Yanagi is probably the most flexible character that we've had so far, and that's why she makes this list, because she can work in so many different situations. In terms of honorable mentions, I do have to say, now that we're kind of wrapping up the list, that Caesar almost made it onto the list. And to be honest, before Hugo's release, I did have Caesar in Lighter's spot.
Me personally, I think Caesar should be right there. I'm gonna be real, because I don't know. I just don't see a use for Lighter. Like, but at the same time, I mean, if we using ice characters, let's be real. Who we really using? If we using fire characters, who we really using? Bernice, right? Like, come on now.
But I actually switched it out for Lighter. And the thought process behind that was that, oh yeah, Hugo really, really wants Lighter. By the way, yeah, really wants Lighter. And as
See, that's what I'm gonna like. I also just don't like characters that need this particular person, right? Because now you got to get 2 5-star characters that is 140% chance to win. I'm 140 like points to get, right? Like that's a lot. That's a lot, man.
as good as Caesar is, and as good as she is across different teams, I think that she might be a little bit too general that for me to say, oh, it's still going to be great to pull her in season 2. I think the 5 characters that we have on this list are great to pull in season.
To be honest, like, because Caesar's a defense, right? I'm pretty sure she's going to get power creep by the new characters coming out. I'm gonna be completely honest. I think she's gone after this.
Season 2, if you know how you want to use them. So for example, for Lighter, if you plan to use him with Evelyn, or you plan to,
and I will do my own like top 5 when season 2 come out. Like I said, we're gonna be doing a lot of ZZZ content anyway. That's why you need to subscribe and hit that like button and hit that bell notification, so that way you know when I go live. So when we doing live streams, when I post a video, so you know what's video going out. And when I post my top 5, like literally, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. That's all I was saying.
use him with Hugo, then yeah, maybe you should consider pulling Lighter. But for Nicole, obviously, you actually don't have to pull her at all. She's just free. You should just use the Nicole. The other characters that I think I should also mention are characters that I normally tell people that they are really useful to build for their accounts. First one is Sukaku. So Sukaku is an incredible ice support and an A rank, and I think you still get her for free when the first time you unlock Shiyu defense. Anyway, the reason why she's not on the list is because she's kind of niched down in a way just to ice. She can work with other teams, yeah, because she can still provide the attack buff, but it's just not quite as impactful without the ice stuff. So
that is actually true.
That's why she didn't
like, she is locked behind the ice. Like I'll be honest, she is locked behind the ice.
Quite make the list. But if you're someone who has Miyabi or someone,
guys, I ain't gonna lie, I'm about to do something real quick. I want to say this little announcement for anybody that comment totally or a heck to the no when you get this. But anyway, look, so I'm thinking, right? So when we hit 100 followers on Twitch, or when we hit 1.5 on YouTube, I cosplay one character from ZZZ.
Someone who is still running Ellen, or someone who's running Hugo, and you don't have 2 stun agents, then yeah, building a Sukaku is always a pretty good shout. And then lastly, the other character that I should probably mention is Lucy. Lucy's a really great support.
To be honest, I mean, I use Lucy in a lot of things though, so I can't even be mad at this.
She provides the attack buff across the entirety of your team.
Like if I'm running Bernice, I'm running Lucy, and I forgot what that last character is on that team, but I run that team like if that's my second team that I run, like regardless, because it just put out a lot of damage. I think I put Manabi on that team actually, so they just be clapping anything. Or do I put Vivian on that team? Well, I put somebody on that team. I can't remember.
Which means that unlike someone like Caesar, who only provides the attack buff to the on-field character, Lucy will provide that attack buff to the off-field characters as well, which is really useful for anomaly teams, including Bernice and Lucy. And I guess the reason that Lucy didn't make the list is that it just feels like there are other characters that kind of do what she does better now. That said, she might still very well be worth.
At least I would do what he do better now and then show Austin. I know what he was doing with that, bro.
Building for your account, and that's entirely up to you. But anyway, let me know what you guys think down below. Did I miss anyone off? Anyone you're really annoyed about not being here? I think I tried to keep the DPSs as light as possible. I think the
I'm kind of surprised he didn't put Vivian. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like Vivian is actually a pretty solid unit that should be on the top 5. Like she definitely making a top 10.
only like real DPS I had on this list was Miyabi, and then yeah, Yanagi, who's incredibly flexible, and yes, she functions as an anomaly DPS, but she can also do other stuff too, and that's why she makes the list. But anyway, thanks very much for watching. As always, remember to like and subscribe for better average luck on all your pulls. Pull responsibly, stay weird. Bye.
We got the players. We don't pull responsibly. I just learned. I had to learn. I'm gonna be honest. But anyway, average luck gamer, like good video. Like subscribe to that, man. Youngin. I'm gonna like it. But anyway, other than that, my top 5 is, to be honest, Manabi and the rest of the 4 you gotta watch when I make the video. See y'all guys later. Peace out. Peace.